Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start the program. We're going to request that our guests and those who are invited to the program, we may still be outside to start coming into the main hall where we are holding this event tonight. Thank you very much. I think as we start today's proceeding, can we ask Lindy Lee to give us a rendition just to warm us up for tonight's event?
And the spell was cast. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here at the ICC. Please grab your seats, get ready for the show to start. We have a lot of happy and fun things waiting for you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the music. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ain't no warmth when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and she's gone so long. Anytime she goes away, wonder this time when she's gone. Wonder how long she's gonna stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Yeah, she's only gone to love on anytime she goes away. I know, yeah, I know she's good, she's always gone too long. Oh, anytime, oh baby, anytime she goes away, anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away, anytime she goes away. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lindy Lee. Please grab a seat, relax, and enjoy the music. I saw the sun. I don't know why I didn't call. I left you by the house of fun. I don't know why I didn't call. I don't know why I didn't call. When I saw the break of day, I wish that I could fly away instead of kneeling in the sand, catching teardrops in my hand. Yeah, my heart is drenched in wine, but you'll be but I'll be a bag of bones drown. I don't know why I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come. Thank you so much. I'm gonna do one more song for you. Welcome here. Please sit down, relax, and enjoy the music. Never know how much I love you. Never know how much I care. When he put his arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight, fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Sun lights up the daytime, moon lights up the night. I light up when I call your name, and I know I'm gonna treat you right. You get my fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight, fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Everybody's got the fever, that is something you all know. Fever isn't such a new scene, fever started long ago. Romeo loved Juliet, Juliet, she felt the same. When he put his arms around her, he said, Julie, baby, you're my flame. That gives me fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight. I said fever in the morning, fever where I burn for soon. Captain Smith and Pocahontas had a very mad affair. When her daddy tried to kill him, she said, Daddy, oh, don't you dare. It gives me fever when he kisses me, fever when he holds me so tight. I said fever, oh, Miss Mrs. Daddy, won't you treat him right? Now you listen to my story. Here's a point that I have made. Oh, cats are born to give you fever, be it Fahrenheit or centigrade, they give you fever when you kiss them, fever when you live and learn. Oh, I said fever till you sizzle. What a lovely way to burn. I said, what a lovely way to burn. Oh, I said, what a lovely way to burn. What a lovely way to burn. What a lovely way to burn. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
Applause,
I'm going to take a short break.
Thank you very much. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Premier, Consulate General of the United States, Cape Town, your delegation, board members of the ECDC, leadership of the African continent and the SADC region in particular, honored guests, good evening and welcome to this wonderful occasion, the celebration of excellence. Before I start my welcoming comments, I've been asked to be the program director of today, but we have to start with the first protocols. We have the health and safety officer for us tonight. Mr. Mohammed, you will come and give us direction in terms of how we deal with the health and safety issues. I must say, from a COVID protocol point of view, we keep our masks on as we sit and honor social distance, but we have given an allowance that when speakers come on the podium, they can lower the mask because I have the treatment on this side, which is a mitigation. Mo, please come on stage.
I'll keep that across. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the ICC. My name is Mohammed. I'm the safety officer as well as the manager for the ICC. With just a few safety issues with regards to if you hear these sirens go off and if it says an emergency, please do not panic. We have safety officers that will escort you out of the venue in a brisk and orderly fashion. Panic causes injuries, so we don't want anybody to panic. Just be very calm and you'll be moved to our assembly area. In this venue, we have 4 exits, fire exits, one on my left, one on my right, and 2 behind us. You'll be escorted out to the closest assembly area, which is the grass area when you drove in, or the undercover parking if available, if it's a storm of any sort. With regards to anybody who gets injured or any form of injury, please note we do have first aiders on the complex, and I'm also one of them. We'll assist you with first aid. Unfortunately, if you're not feeling well and you need medication, we do not supply any form of medication according to the health regulations. So we will be able to get hold of paramedics or a doctor that's close by. With regards to our COVID policies or protocols, the country one, please ensure that you sanitize as much as you can. Outside, there's also behind the door and the ladies in the back, in the front, they also have a lot of sanitizers. So whenever you're going out, please don't hesitate to utilize the sanitizers and keep your mask on as best possible at all times. Obviously, not when you're eating. Restroom facilities. Ladies, you guys are very lucky. You don't have to walk that far. If you're walking out the front door that you came in from, ladies are right across towards the bar area. Gentlemen, unfortunately, you're going to have to walk a little bit of a distance. So when you walk out the door, immediate right towards the restaurant and immediate left, and the gents' restroom facilities is over there. We also provide for paraplegics. There's 2 facilities there, so if you are not on a wheelchair, please try to refrain from using that facility, and that would be it. Smoking, unfortunately, this venue, all the venues here in the ICC are non-smoking venues. If you are a person that does smoke, if you leave the venue out to the left, towards the staircase outside, there's an ashtray facility there. Please, you can have a smoke out there and just extinguish your cigarette in the ashtray facility. With regards to the last part, which is in case of a power failure, please do not panic. The lights will go off for within 30 to 40 seconds, but our generators do kick in and then we will have lighting in the venues with ease. Unfortunately, not all the plug points will work. It will be essential lighting, and our projectors will stay on. Have a fabulous evening. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You want to do that? Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mo, for your direction tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a program before us. There's a slight amendment on the program. The MEC, Honorable Mvoko, is delayed, and he has given me proxy to welcome you as part of the MEC's program. So when you look at the program, the next speaker, which is Phakamisa George, has to be ready after I've given a few comments as part of the welcoming of all of us in this august occasion. The theme of tonight's occasion is celebrating export excellence of Southern African brands. Southern Africa Regional Exporters Awards are coordinated by the Eastern Cape Development Corporation, supported by the USAID Southern Africa Trade and Investment Hub, the USAID Trade Hub. USAID Trade Hub actively engages with 9 countries in Southern Africa to increase sustainable growth and export competitiveness and trade within these countries. It's an important day tonight as we celebrate the winners of the competitive competition that winners in each of the 8 countries had to undertake. Tonight, we are giving awards recognizing excellence. We recognize excellence at the time when the country, the world at large, is undergoing difficulties in terms of the pandemic. But tonight indicates resilience, the triumph of the human spirit against adversity, as we are able to indicate that some of the entrepreneurs in the SADC region have been able to triumph and increase trade between Africa and the US. With those few words, I would like to welcome you in this event. Eastern Cape is honored to be hosting this event. As a home of legends, we believe that we have a contribution to make in the trade between the US and Africa. With those few words, I want to welcome you on behalf of the MEC for Economic Development and say you must relax, enjoy the event, and enjoy the music. The program is very tight. It's very tight on time. It makes my job both easy and difficult, because it's all mathematical. It could have just been put on a computer to count the minutes. So I'm going to ask the speakers to accept that we've done the honors in terms of the protocol, and we go to the main show, the main theme of what they have to say tonight, so that we keep with time. Without taking much time, that lends us to the item that Phakamisa George, who is the head of trade and investment promotion at ECTC, that of acknowledgement of dignitaries and announcing the introduction of the countries that are participating. So we're going to ask Phakamisa to come to the podium. The way we have looked at the podium, we would like, it's almost like a one-way. We would like the speakers to come through my left and exit on my right. In that way, we make sure that there is a clear process and order, Premier. Thank you very much. Phakamisa George, please come through.
Thank you, Program Director. In this very important occasion, in acknowledging our guests, I'm going to start with our key partners that are with us tonight physically and virtually: the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, USAID Southern Africa and Investment Hub, USAID SATI Hub, United States Consulate General, Cape Town, South Africa, as well as the category of our dignitaries, the Honorable Premier, Honorable Oscar Mambuyane, Honorable MEC for Economic Development, Environment and Tourism, MEC Mlungisi Mvoko, Councillor Kola Pakati, who's the Executive Mayor of the Buffalo City Metropolitan Municipality, Mr. William Stevens, who's the Acting Consul General at the U.S. Embassy, South Africa, Ms. Puseletso Makake, Acting General Manager, Lesotho National Development Corporation, Ms. Angela Russell, CEO, American Chamber of Commerce, Ms. Rose Blatch, Executive Director for International Trade Institute of Southern Africa, ITRISA, Mr. Herman Besaidenhood, CEO of BES Forex, ECDC Board present, CEOs and representatives present from various trade and investment promotion agencies in South Africa. Our judges, our 12 judges, who've done an excellent job in judging the process. Participating guests, trade promotion agencies from South African Development Community, SADC, business member organization from SAD countries, all participants joining in from Zambia, Namibia, Botswana, Lesotho, Eswatini, Malawi, Mozambique, South Africa, and the USA. Thank you very much for making this partnership a working partnership. This has been a partnership that started more than 3 years ago, and it's now starting to bear fruit. And now introducing the participating SADC countries, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you looking for a place to invest? Botswana provides a safe haven for your investment with a guarantee of great returns on your investment. Come and invest in Botswana and see your investment grow. Invest in the mining, ICT, transport and logistics, agriculture, and automotive sectors in Botswana and have access to a market of over 250 million people. Invest in Botswana. Our pride, your destination.
The Kingdom of Eswatini, formerly Swaziland, is a country of 17,000 square kilometers and a population of just over 1 million. Eswatini is more than a tourist destination. Multinationals have already set up shop in the country and are taking advantage of the regional and international markets at their disposal. The cherry on top is that Eswatini is home to the African Union's Southern Africa Regional E-Trade Office. In an effort to leverage our economic growth and socio-economic development, emphasis is put on 5 strategic thrusts, which include education and ICT, manufacturing and agro-processing, agriculture, tourism, energy, and mining. The kingdom is well positioned and has the potential to host sustainable enterprises in these sectors. The country also has a wealth of metals and minerals. These include anthracite coal, gold, diamonds, asbestos, iron ore, barite, dimension stone, and kaolin. The kingdom embraces the full range of modern technology and innovation. It has world-class telecoms, world-class road infrastructure that run the length and breadth of the country. This is supported by a first-class international airport. All these infrastructural facilities are at your disposal. Robust public and private health and education facilities ensure our highly literate and skilled citizens are well equipped to take on opportunities and challenges of tomorrow. We have among the best potable water on the continent, coupled with a reliable electricity supply to help grow your business. The government has put in place robust international and regulatory supportive measures to ensure the flow of investment capital, and the ease of settlement for investments, which include cutting down the time it takes and the cost involved in doing business.
The Kingdom of Eswatini is open for business and is ready to welcome investors. The government has taken important strides to create a business-friendly environment, and in line with the Kingdom's strategic roadmap, government has put in place various measures which include the ease of doing business, access to regional and international markets, special economic zones, a research and innovation hub, as well as a robust institutional and regulatory framework. These offer a range of incentives for investment and for ease of settlement for investors. Eswatini, therefore, welcomes the business community to take this opportunity to explore and consider the investment opportunities offered by our beautiful kingdom.
I hope that you will spare some moment in your busy schedules to visit Lesotho. That trip, just by itself, will be an eye-opener to this secret investment gem. Why should you invest in Lesotho? From a volume point of view, preferential markets for Lesotho are unlimited. AGOA offers us 6,400 lines of products, but we are only able to utilize no more than 5 related to garments. Europe offers duty-free, quota-free market access under everything but arms. And we are yet to exploit this market beyond just diamonds. SADC offers a market opportunity of nearly 300 million consumers under preferential trade terms. Under the Southern African Customs Union, SACU, South Africa offers a duty-free, quota-free market with nearly 60 million consumers. Lesotho has unfettered access to South Africa's efficient road network and its ports to facilitate export of goods from Lesotho. These ports are only hours from major industrial hubs in Lesotho. New investors will find a dependable workforce that is hardworking and fluent in English. Lesotho also benefits from being in the same time zone as South Africa and has wide overlap with European time zones. Investing in our tourism sector, especially in infrastructure, is another potentially rewarding opportunity. Our superb, unspoiled mountain scenery, the wide range of adventure sports, and our unique African culture combine to make Lesotho a very attractive tourism destination and investment prospect. Lesotho offers generous tax incentive packages for setting up businesses. Corporation tax for manufacturing and food production and processing is just 10%, and there is no tax on dividends. Government has established several agencies to provide investment services, including the Lesotho National Development Corporation, that is mandated to assist businesses set up and maintain and expand their operations. The Lesotho Tourism Development Corporation, which assists investors in tourism sector, the One-Stop Business Facilitation Center for streamlined registration and licensing services, and the Delivery Unit at the Office of the Prime Minister for removal of investment obstacles. Finally, foreign investors are assured of a warm welcome in Lesotho. Our people are friendly and hospitable, and the country is a safe and secure place to start a business and operate a business. To begin your journey towards growth, please contact our experts. I thank you for your attention, and I look forward to receiving you in Lesotho.
A land of stunning sights and warm-hearted people, Malawi. Experience Lake Malawi, the Lake of Stars, a magnificent body of crystalline water, a 5th largest freshwater lake in the world. Hike on the highest peak in the Central Africa, Sibitwa, rising from the luscious tea plantations will give you a view that is a beauty to behold. The Chono and Mulanje Highlands, Zomba Plateau, the stunning plains of Nika, the Malapi Pillars. Each of these a gift from nature worth experiencing. Just when you think it's over, you're exposed to a cultural vibrancy that is in a song, dance, food, not to be missed, festivals. As well as the terrific cities, Malawi has it all. A complete African holiday experience, rich in contrast, compact in size, and big in hospitality. It's the warm heart of Africa.
Moçambique. Lugar que a imaginação não conseguiu imaginar. Aqui, o paraíso fica mais perto. E as raízes do tradicional dão vida a uma nova geração moderna e vibrante. Visitar é querer regressar. Viver cá é poder desfrutar. Mas por agora, precisamos de pausar. Pausar para voltar. Por agora, não relaxe nas nossas praias paradisíacas. Não se apaixone pela beleza destas paisagens incríveis. Ou explore os segredos e maravilhas do Índico. Não descubra a natureza em estado selvagem dos nossos parques e reservas. Não celebre o jeito bem moçambicano da nossa dança, música e arte. Nem saboreie a nossa deliciosa gastronomia que fica nas bocas do mundo. Em breve, nossos dias voltarão e tudo aquilo que ama nesta terra estará aqui à sua espera. Até lá, separados mas mais unidos que nunca, façamos todos a nossa parte por Moçambique.
Located on the west coast of southern Africa, Namibia has a population of 2.5 million people, occupying 824,292 square kilometers of breathtaking landscapes, home to abundant wildlife. Since its independence in 1990, Namibia has proven to be an African reference due to its political and economic stability, sustained by a flourishing democracy. Over the past 30 years, the country has seen the peaceful transfer of power of 3 presidencies. Namibia is a land of hospitable people with rich cultural traditions and exciting investment opportunities. Through the world-class port at Walvis Bay, the country positions itself as a logistics hub for road, rail, and sea freight, connecting neighboring countries and the broader Southern Africa development community with the rest of the world. Namibia, in reinforcing its strategic position of a logistical hub, continues to invest in infrastructural projects to facilitate easy access and movement of people and goods throughout SADC countries with a population of more than 300 million people and further access to the wider African market of 1 billion consumers through the Africa Continental Free Trade Agreement. The long-term economic and political strategy of growth is firmly based on ensuring openness to trade and external investment while advancing development of strategic key sectors of Namibia's economy: mining, fishing, agriculture, tourism, renewable energy. Namibia's vast renewable energy generation potential affords our generation with the opportunity to produce green hydrogen at unparalleled scales, thereby supporting our global objectives to decarbonize the planet. A prosperous and industrialized Namibia, developed by her human resources, enjoying peace, harmony, and political stability. Vision 2030. To achieve economic progression, social transformation, environmental sustainability, and good governance, the Namibian government is implementing the Harambee Prosperity Plan 2. HPP2 presents an opportunity to build on the legacy of the past 3 decades and guarantee a more secure future through resilient processes, systems, and institutions. The plan aims at implementing policy programs which enhance service delivery, private sector-led and inclusive economic growth. Namibia's diversification strategy is set to increase investment and development of the food industry, transport and logistics, metals, mining, renewable energy, chemicals and basic materials, digital and global business services, and machinery and electronics. With the vision of private sector-led growth, Namibia is open to trade and foreign direct investment and is continuously proving to be the preferred investment location in Africa. Among the reasons for this include protection of ownership rights and rule of law, sophisticated financial systems, trade agreements that facilitate regional, continental, and international market access, peace, and stability.
Located at the very heart of Southern Africa and occupying an area of 752,618 kilometers squared, Zambia is one of the fastest growing economies with a population of about 18 million, most of which is the youth. The country is blessed with abundant natural resources and vegetation, a diversity of wildlife, magnificent landscape, and is the host to the mighty Victoria Falls, one of the natural wonders of the world. Zambia has proven to be a strategic trade hub due to its central location with 9 neighboring countries and is a member of several trade blocs on the continent. Further, Zambia is also known as a haven for investment due to the unmatched investment climate, attractive investment incentives, favorable ease of doing business, and investor-friendly policies supported by the stable political environment, rule of law, fairly educated population, and the peace the country has enjoyed since political independence in 1964. The country has an ambitious vision of becoming a prosperous middle-income nation by 2030 as enshrined in its national blueprint, the 7th National Development Plan. In this regard, Zambia has prioritized economic diversification and has identified key sectors for investment which include agriculture and agro-processing, energy, manufacturing, tourism, and infrastructure development to spearhead the development agenda. Zambia, a trade hub. In terms of trade, the transport sector, telecommunication and ICT, the insurance and banking sector are all of international standards, making doing business easy. Quite consistent in recent years, the Zambian government has invested heavily in road infrastructure, construction of ultra-modern airport, and will soon be flagging off the national airline for both cargo and passengers to make movement to and from the market more flexible and reliable. Investment opportunities, agriculture. There are various opportunities in the agriculture sector, with government securing 100,000 hectares earmarked for agricultural activities in each of the 10 provinces of the country through farm blocks. Other opportunities include large-scale farming, farm input and agro-processing, equipment supply, and commodity storage and trading. Infrastructure development. Investment opportunities include grain storage facilities, road projects, airports, and provincial aerodromes. Others include housing units, development and management of multi-facility hotels, convention centers, and health facilities. Energy. Investment opportunities include solar energy projects, geothermal, biofuel, and hydropower. Currently, there's a power shortage of over 2,000 megawatts, which presents ready market for electricity. Manufacturing. Opportunities include agro-processing, textiles and leather, secondary processing of minerals, chemical products, electricity construction materials, and wood products. Service sector. Opportunities are available in information communication technology, medical, and franchising subsectors.
Invite you to a place in Africa that is like no other, where new ways of doing business happen every day, where the world watches our talent in fascination. South Africa's rich in gold, diamonds, and manufacturing expertise. We embrace global innovation and technology trends. A winning country where all dreams are valid and realized, where we always come together and build a better future and country. Come invest with us. Believe in South Africa. South Africa, inspiring new ways.
Indeed, Southern Africa and Africa is full of possibility and great in potential. We are going to advance our program. The next speaker of today, we're going to call on the U.S. Consulate General, Cape Town, Mr. Will Stevens, to give us a few remarks.
We invite you to a place in Africa that is like no other.
Should I get him in trouble for walking the wrong way? Welcome, everybody, and thank you for joining us. For those of you who are joining us remotely and for those of you here in person, it is a great honor to be with you and to join Premier Bambuyane, my good friend, and all of you, all protocols observed. Although I'm a diplomat, I'm not very good at protocol, so I will just jump right into the speech if that's okay. I am so proud to be here with you at the first ever Regional Exporters, Southern Africa Regional Exporters Awards. This project, this work that USAID has been doing to facilitate trade among Southern African countries and to the United States is, in my mind, one of the most important things we're doing in Southern Africa. Because the truth is, if we're going to see the type of economic growth we need to see to employ the youth of this part of the world, we need to do it through trade and investment. It can't happen any other way. And so the idea that we can help big companies come here to Southern Africa, that we can help you export to one another, and that we can help you export to the United States is revolutionary. It's a revolutionary way of looking at assistance and support from the United States. And that's why I'm so excited to be here with you today. I wanted to just touch on a few kind of facts. I'm also not very good at reading speeches. So I'm bad at protocol, I'm bad at reading speeches, probably not a very good diplomat. But 90% of global financial flows to emerging economies come from private, not public investment. So if you're going to see the investment that you need, it's not going to come from your governments. It's going to come from private investment. And that private investment often starts with trade, right? A small company or an exporter from the West, from one of your neighboring countries, comes and says, I want to start trading here in South Africa. Let's say a South African company from the Eastern Cape decides, I want to start exporting my chocolate candies to Namibia. And they go and they start doing that, and they find a partner who will distribute it. That partner often, I've seen this over and over with American companies, becomes networked in with the company, and then they say, wait, we like doing business here. This is working really well. Maybe we can start to produce. And all of a sudden, they're investing. It moves from trade to investment. So that sort of cross-pollination is inherent to the types of things we're trying to build and celebrate today. The U.S. has tried to support and supported this type of export-led growth for many years by being a proud partner of governments, trade associations, private sector companies, and things like the Eastern Cape Development Corporation, who are our strong partners here today. This has helped us understand the market, but also to support the growth that has facilitated close to $90 million in intra-regional trade and exports to the United States, and over $177 million in private sector investments since 2016. That is $177 million of private sector investment. That's not USAID money. That's private companies coming in and investing here. and over $16 million in agricultural-related financing. The Trade Hub, in partnership with entities like the ECDC, the Border K Chamber of Business, run workshops to raise awareness and share information on the opportunities available to take advantage of AGOA, and to identify export-ready firms to receive support to list on e-commerce platforms like Amazon. So my children who are studying in the United States can now go onto Amazon and find Coty chocolate right here from the Eastern Cape. Are there folks from Coty here? There they are. They can find Marina salt, also right here from the Eastern Cape. That's pretty cool. They can have it delivered right to their dorm doors at the university. If they really have a Jones, a real desire for some Eastern Cape chocolate, it can show up right there. And that is thanks to the Trade Hub. And I'm certain that there are examples from Namibia and Botswana and Zambia and Malawi and Eswatini and Lesotho and Mozambique. Don't ever forget Mozambique, even though they give us a presentation in Portuguese. It is a great, great example of how your amazing products are getting to the market in the United States and providing high quality, really great products to American consumers. And it's something that I'm really proud of. President Biden, I love President Biden, has made it very clear that we must strengthen economic partnerships with African nations to support growth and development through trade and investment. That's why we're investing in transferring the skills and knowledge as part of the Trade Hub. So my hope is that all the great organizations and entities that receive awards tonight will consider themselves graduated and to becoming mentors. I expect you, I'm not gonna look, I can't see you fortunately, so I can't tell you who's gonna win, but I expect you to mentor your partners across SADC. Say, look, we were successful. We got our products out through AGOA. We're now shipping across the Southern African region. Let me teach you how we did it. Because only by doing that, by supporting one another, are you ever really going to see that integration. I am really, really glad that we're here tonight. I'd like to thank the Eastern Cape Development Corporation for partnering with us and with USAID on hosting tonight. I'd like to extend a note of thanks to all of our exporters here today, particularly those of you nominated for your awards. I think we're going to have an Oscar-type ceremony where I get to open up an envelope a little bit later. I've never done that, so I'm a little nervous and very excited. And to you importers and capital providers and trade promotion agencies, keep up the great work. Keep doing the things that you're doing and keep committed to this vision of an integrated, well-lubricated, well-working market, because it is the future, and I'm really proud to be a part of it. Thank you very much. I'm going to go this way.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Consulate General. Indeed, whilst products and capital are super important to trade, the single biggest effort that we can put to accelerate trade is facilitation, making it easy for nations, countries to trade amongst themselves. And I think the role that you are playing, obviously, with the Eastern Cape Development Corporation and other agencies that have joined the effort is a very, very important intervention, because product and capital alone, whilst they are key ingredients for success, without facilitation, without making it easy, without helping the entrepreneurs navigate the complexity of in cross-border trade, they would be less successful. And of course, the clarion call has been made to all of us, those who have been successful in this area, to actually multiply, crowd in, bring others in, so that you can massify the scale and bring an aggregate effect in terms of the region and the bloc, and make it meaningful to trade with the US moving forward. I think that's the clarion call I had today. Without wasting time, we are going to proceed with our program. I'm going to call upon Ms. Shamisa Tlachayo, who's going to talk about leveraging the SADC bloc for trade relations in Africa and beyond. She is the Acting General Manager Research at Brand South Africa. And immediately after her, Lindy will step into the arena and give us a rendition. Over to you, Ms. Shamisa Lachayo. Okay. I've just received the message that they are stuck in traffic. So we're going to propose that we skip her program, her part in the program, and maybe ask Lindy Lee to step in and give us a rendition just before we call on the Premier. I'm going to adjust the program. I have the delegation of authority to steer the ship, Honorable MEC. So already I started with you, so I executed the best I can, but I would never deliver the message the way you would have done. Lindy Lee, please give us a rendition.
Settled down, that you found a girl and that you're married now. I heard that your dreams came true. Guess she gave you things I couldn't give to you. Old friend, why are you so shy? Ain't like you to hold back or hide from our lies. I hate to turn up out of the blue uninvited, but I couldn't stay away, I couldn't fight it. I hope you see my face and that you'll be reminded that to me it isn't over. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forget me, I beg. I remember you said sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead. Yesterday was the time of our lives. Oh, we were born and raised in a summer haze, bound by the surprise of our glory days. I hate to turn up out of the blue uninvited, but I couldn't stay away, I couldn't fight it. I hope you see my face, that you'll be reminded that to me it isn't over. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forget me, I beg. Oh, I remember you said sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead. Nothing compares, no worries or cares, regrets or mistakes, they are memories made. Who would ever known how bittersweet these words is? Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forget me, I beg. Oh, I remember you said sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. Oh, I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forget me, I'll beg. Oh, I remember you said sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead. Sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead. Oh, it hurts instead. Thank you.
A round of applause to Lindy, please, again. I must admit, when you are the program director and you are having to stand between a rendition like that, you are conflicted. You want to let it continue for longer, but actually the music is persuading you not to come to stage. So, but all the best. Thank you very much. Honorable Premier, I'm not going to introduce you. You need no introduction, but we appreciate your passion for development, the way you are pushing all of us to make a difference. Please, we acknowledge it, and please proceed with it. Continue to challenge us to do better. It's the SMSs we get asking, why is this not happening? How can you do better? It gives us a lot of encouragement, Premier. Thank you very much.
Ngobhayi uzakwenza ezindwendwe zingakhululeki ndim. Thank you very much, Program Director. Mr. Jahan was also the chairperson of the board of our Eastern Cape Development Corporation. Greetings to the acting Consul General from U.S. Embassy, Mr. Will Steven. I should say protocol is observed. There's a lot of people to be acknowledged here, and then a speaker was assigned that task to do, but good evening, MEC for Economic Development. I know you are multitasking. You are here, you are not here. There's an ongoing parliament that needs you to come and account, but also the executive mayor of our metro, the only safe metro. The leadership of the business that is here from all walks of life, you are all acknowledged, distinguished guests. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. As the proud host of the Southern Africa Regional Exporters Award, I welcome you all to the Eastern Cape Province, home of legends here in South Africa. It is a privilege for the province to host you all and for me to deliver this address on this auspicious occasion. The Eastern Cape Province has been actively promoting its products and services to the domestic, regional, and international market through export awareness and promotion of trade missions. Exports contribute significantly, as Acting Consul General has indicated earlier, to the growth of the South African economy, subsequently to the Eastern Cape economy. Since the inaugural Eastern Cape Annual Export Symposium and Exhibition in March 2019, you don't want me to tell you the story of what happened on that day? Someone here can still remember when we were at Abbotsford, what happened on that day, but I felt like we'll continue with this program regardless, whether there is load shedding or whatever, or it's dark or light. Let's continue with this program because I thought it's a very important program, not to be missed. The United States government, through its USAID Trade Hub, has over the past 3 years assisted Eastern Cape companies on opportunities that are presented by the African Growth and Opportunity Act, the popular AGOA, which we all almost know. AGOA, being an African-focused trade promotion instrument approved by the US Congress in May 2000, has been key to enabling and stimulating Africa trade with the US. This legislation has assisted the economies of sub-Saharan Africa to improve economic relations and trade between the United States and our region. Currently, there are 9 countries in the African continent that are benefiting through the USAID Trade Hub, and South Africa is one of them. The combined exports of these countries amounted to $2.4 billion US dollars, according to the 2020 export trade data. This attests to the effectiveness of USAID or USAID Trade Hub efforts in improving export trade by the countries that are participants to this export award. The Eastern Cape provincial government commenced the effort of bringing the Southern African countries together to recognize excellency in export trade. This program works towards increasing sustainable growth, global export competitiveness, and trade in Southern Africa. These efforts include boosting capital and technology flow among the Southern African countries and between them and the United States of America, in addition to facilitating the pursuit of opportunities under the AGOA. As such, this event here today recognizes the achievement of excellency in trade, promotion, provision of capital, and export trade. It puts on a spotlight the fact that we cannot achieve our objectives without working together. Our collaboration through initiatives such as these will accelerate the process of growing the awareness that we cannot achieve much as individual countries, but that we can achieve more and more when we join efforts. It is our hope, therefore, that through this program, exports among the 8 African countries represented here today and the US will continue to grow, reaching new heights. Of special mention should be the business buyers and capital providers that kept the boat afloat during the COVID-19 pandemic. After businesses came to a standstill locally and globally, we have had the businesses represented here today working tirelessly to advance trade activities as soon as the hard COVID-19 lockdown was lifted. I think I must take this opportunity to sincerely express our word of gratitude to US government for the job well done in helping us to save lives. You continue to work with us in our attempt to preserve livelihood. We do really appreciate it. We would have lost many lives if it was not intervention, a decisive intervention that your government has done in actually supporting us in the fight against COVID-19. This event seeks to recognize all the companies and agencies whose efforts in advancing trade among the SADC region, particularly the 8 participating countries, and between these countries and the US, your efforts have made a significant contribution to the GDP of the entire SADC region and your respective countries. Evidently, countries with more open economies export more and embrace new technologies and innovation. Africa is a continent of opportunities and is endowed with rich natural mineral resources. There are unlimited opportunities to grow and develop our continent. Here in our province, we have a plethora of opportunities for the export market that would like investors to take advantage and help us grow our economy and create jobs for our people. Our economy has been underpinned by 2 sectors for a long time, that is agriculture and automotive sector. We're diversifying our economy, targeting 3 other sectors, which are maritime, that is including oil and gas, and logistics, renewable energy, the primarily wind, and an expanded tourism sector. On agriculture, our focus is on turning our small-scale farmers into commercial farmers because they own the bulk of the livestock in our province. I'm happy to see you here, Mr. Somgyala. I hope that we are Namadlelo. We are a province that is leading in livestock population, and we want that to translate to export of finished products. We are already doing that with the deciduous fruit, wool and mohair. The automotive sector continues to grow, with Ford announcing the 600 million investment in their engine plant in Gqeberha recently. In the East London IDZ, we just had 16 investors in the auto space that have injected about 3.3 billion into our economy. And they will supply parts to the auto sector, hopefully here at home as well as abroad in future. On the maritime sector or oceans economy, national government has named the Kucha IDZ as the site for 1,000. National government has named the Kucha IDZ as the site for our liquefied natural gas LNG plant. The value to the regional economy of this project is estimated at about 25 billion. This is what we normally call it LNG. We support the seismic survey by Shell in our coastline because we could be sitting with wealth that could free our people from poverty and unemployment in the waters. Shell has been given the green light, and they are not new to undertaking such projects. They know they must do the survey in a manner that does not harm our environment and marine life. We have also discussed this issue in the EXCO. We have looked at it. Our analysis is that it is only here in the Eastern Cape, particularly in the Wild Coast, where you have got poor people living along the coast. It is only here. Everywhere in the world, all people who are living along the coast are rich people. But why should we allow that? Why must it continue? So we're interested in the sustainable development, which takes into account the issue of the environment. We can't allow our environment to be messed up, but we should also take note of the poverty that actually our people live under in that space. Both Alfred Nzo and OR Tambo, where the Wild Coast actually crosses, are the 2 poorest districts in the country, being number 1 and number 2 respectively. So we believe that initiatives of this nature cannot just be rejected like that, and people must understand. Actually today we should have not been having something called Kucha. Those who were here would remember it very well, how the environmentalists were rejecting Kucha to be done. Almost that government was so paralyzed that that project will take off. But out of insistence, today we've got an SEZ that is a home to almost more than 50 factories that are creating jobs for our people, with environment being taken care of. So I think let's just be sensitive to this and find a way of working together, find ways of actually bringing solutions, other than just standing on mountains, shout at each other, reject each other. It doesn't help. It also doesn't solve the problem that we have. We want socio-political stability. We can only achieve that if we address these serious socio-economic challenges that we have in our country. The renewable energy sector is also growing in our province. We have become the country's prime location for the wind farms, and this bodes well with fighting global warming. Though the tourism sector has been the hardest hit by the COVID-19, we believe the sector will bounce back stronger. For now, we continue to improve our tourism infrastructure, such as accommodation establishment and roads to our tourism sites. We must record our displeasure at the global community, particularly the Western countries, who have slapped our country with travel bans for being transparent about Omicron variant. We are now being isolated for leading scientific research on virus that emanated outside our country and the continent. This talks to poor quality of leadership in those countries who think insulating their nations will solve the global pandemic we are facing. We join our President Cyril Ramaphosa, in calling for countries to lift their travel bans on SADC countries, as it is hampering our fragile economy. We believe that let's follow science, acting U.S. Consul General. Science tells us let's go out, mobilize our people to vaccinate, allow our people to move across the globe and help to build our economies. I like it that in U.S., Americans are allowed to come to South Africa. The tourism will continue, but it's only South Africans who are not allowed to go to U.S. So we've got to find a way on how to strike the balance. So this trade and promotion, our people here must be able to go and do business in U.S. So we should be able to look at those kind of serious issues in the best possible way. I believe, my friend, because we've been working together. We've worked well with your predecessors, both the Consul General as well as Ambassador from US here. We did a very good job in the last 2 years. I just hope that they will just simply confirm you so that you don't act perpetually, so that we start doing much more work with authority that you must have. The purge by Western countries should also serve as a wake-up call to us Africans that we are on our own. Therefore, we must close ranks and make the African Continental Free Trade Area a success for shared prosperity. We have enough resources and the best human capital to become a continental superpower through trading with each other, something that we are not doing at the optimal. And most African countries trade largely with EU as well as Asian countries. We must change this status quo. I would like to congratulate the winners in the various categories for their excellent contribution towards the advancement of intra-trade between SADC countries and export of products and services to US. Thank you to US once again for this initiative. I would also like to congratulate the organizations that provided capital to export enterprises, as well as the trade and investment promotion agencies from SADC countries, which made a significant contribution in promoting trade within their respective countries. I commend all the award winners from the 8 participating SADC countries and would like to refer to you all as winners merely by your participation, even if you do not become a winner of the ultimate regional award. Your efforts contributed to the well-being of the people of Southern Africa Development Community and contributed to the socio-economic development objectives of your respective countries. In conclusion, Program Director, the Provincial Executive Council would like to thank the United States government through USA Trade Hub for the confidence that it has placed in the Eastern Cape Province in selecting our development agency, the ECDC, to host this prestigious inaugural event. Our gratitude also goes to the following SADC member states for continuing the advancement of trade between our nations: Botswana, Mozambique, Namibia, Eswatini, Lesotho, Malawi, and Zambia. Our gratitude also go out to the judges who raised their hand to join a panel that carried the huge responsibility of selecting winners in the following categories: the Regional Exporter of the Year, the Capital Provider of the Year, Trade Promotion Service Provider of the Year, Buyer of the Year. Many thanks to the organization who encouraged their members to participate in the panel of judges, and those organizations who contributed in one way or other to the success of this event. Initially, I thought that you are taking it to extreme on this social distancing when we started, but now I realize that people were just late. It was not a social distance. So we understand that. So I do now have a comfort that people who were supposed to be here have joined us. A special gratitude also goes to our speakers who are here to deliver items on the program today and those joining us virtually. Unfortunately, Program Director and U.S. Acting Consul General, I can't stay longer for this program. I know MEC is just outside joining. Executive Mayor is here. MEC will continue with the program. I'm in a second region. I started my day as early as 7 a.m. with EXCO cabinet this morning, and I addressed a memorial service in another region called Sarabadman. I had to drive to be here early on time. I'm supposed to be in another district in 2 hours' time for another event, and I must be in another event as early as 6 a.m. tomorrow, almost 2 hours away from here. So that's the nature of the job that we're doing. There is no time for us to sleep if the unemployment rate continues to grow up until we find panacea to actually stop that. So we are working very hard, redoubling our effort to ensure that we get every potential investor to come our way, but also create conducive environment. It is correct that you will never get this being funded from the government balance sheet. Government doesn't have this money, but government can only create conducive environment for private capital to be actually invested in our province. That's why we're working hard to ensure that there's political stability. We are focused, and all those who are tasked to lead institutions, they lead our institution so that we take our province to a higher pedestal. Thank you very much, Program Director.
Round of applause to the keynote speaker by the Premier. Thank you very much, Honorable Premier, for the message you have given all of us. We are going to proceed with our program. I'm reliably informed that Ms. Shamiso Hlachwayo has arrived. She's the Acting General Manager Research at Brand SA. She's going to talk on leveraging the SADC bloc for trade relations in Africa and beyond. Over to you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so much for that lovely introduction. Just before I start, I'd just like to give a brief overview of who Brand South Africa is. We are the nation brand custodian of the South African nation brand. And as mentioned, that the purpose of my speech, rather, will just speak to how we as a nation branding agency understand the importance of image building for the region, for the continent, to be able to unlock trade and investment opportunities. Simon Anholt defines the concept of nation branding as the systematic process of aligning the actions, behaviors, investments, innovations, and communications of a country, and in this case, of a region, around a clear strategy for achieving a strengthened competitive identity. This competitive identity is what drives a country and/or a region's ability to fully leverage its identity through amplifying key characteristics such as economic prowess, trade and investment capabilities, as well as highlighting that region's overall contribution to the global landscape. Even though economic development is an important goal of nation or regional branding, it suggests one of a slightly more sophisticated type that seeks not only to amplify several types of output, but also different kinds of output that ultimately highlight a region's ability for more productive use of resources and greater innovation, and furthermore, it enhances a region's competitiveness as one that is both top of mind but largely associated with a perception that directly contributes to its ability to produce, trade and promote favorable investment opportunities. Then the question for today's address really is, how can the SADC region, and by its extension, the rest of the continent, work towards a favorable image and a nation or regional branding strategy that changes the perception of the region to the rest of the continent and the world? Well, our solution as the oldest nation branding agency on the continent is that people and nations alike prefer to do business with those, number one, they are familiar with, number two, those they trust, three, those they can identify with, number four, those where they see opportunities, and number five, those they actually like. This is largely driven by the fact that the image of a region or a nation in the minds of global citizens plays a critical part in the success of its tourism, trade, business, and nevertheless, its cultural and diplomatic relations. Thus, the model states that the reputation of countries, regions, and territories function like the brand images of companies, and that they are equally critical to the progress and prosperity of those regions and territories. Even if regions and territories do not make a conscious effort to brand themselves or manage their respective reputations, the market still has images and opinions of them formed by external entities such as international media. As a result, the simple association of that region's name will reflect on product services associated with it, greatly influencing trade and investment, buying and traveling decisions. By using marketing theory and practice, initially developed for the image management of corporation and products, nation building or territorial building or image building purports to give nations, regions, territories a competitive identity through carefully targeted media and communication strategies. This image building exercise is an inherently geopolitical activity. It is so because it focuses on the power of narratives about a region's identity and seeks to manage the imaginations of different audiences for the greatest strategic advantage. We at Brand South Africa have the data and proven track record of success that shows our image building strategy has been particularly influential in investment promotion, where we have carefully sought to create a positive perception of the country as an investment location, often by rebranding the country into a trustworthy and resonant brand among investors. With this experience, we are here to advocate for our SADC and continental counterparts to fully immerse themselves in the practice of image building. We also implore our non-African trade and investment partners to be part of the story by using their successes in the region as key points of conversation when talking about their business operations in the region. Yes, like any other region in the world, we are challenged. However, that is not what defines us. As we continue to change the narrative of the region and the continent as a whole, we are encouraged by the increased regional, continental, and international cooperation that is consciously geared to changing the trade investment landscape. We, as Brand South Africa, look forward to assisting our region and our exporters, as well as their partners, in their image-building journeys. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Hlachayo. We are going to proceed with the program. For every race, time and space becomes important. If it's a marathon, how long was it? And what time did you take to get to the finishing line? Same applies with all awards and competition. There is always a criteria. We want to know, how did you choose the winner? What did you need to do to actually succeed, so that even others who did not enter in the competition, they get to know what does it take to win, what must you have to be successful. So we're going to ask Mr. Herman Bezuidenhout, who is the founder and the CEO of BZ Forex Pty Limited, to talk to us about the criteria for the awards. Over to you, sir.
Thank you for the opportunity. It's a great privilege. I've been working in the import and export world this is my 43rd year, so yes, it's a great privilege for me to share with you some of the insights regarding the award evaluation criteria. Bestowing awards for outstanding accomplishments is one of the most positive ways to show approval and gratitude, and offer an ideal opportunity for celebration and reflection. It is critical to ensure that where there are several contenders competing for the same awards, the process to select the winners should ensure a professional, independent, and honest process. So we carefully developed the relevant criteria. We appointed independent thought leaders and subject matter experts as judges and used the services of an auditing company to verify the process. We created a website to promote the event, making provision for online submissions, and made sure that it contained all the necessary updated information. The online nomination forms contained various questions to be answered in line with the identified criteria. The adjudicators were appointed, and once the nominations closed, we collected and collated the nomination forms, accompanied by score sheets, and sent it to all the judges. The judges were given time to complete the adjudication process and return the results to the organizers. Finally, the process was verified by an auditing firm, ensuring the integrity of the process. We believe we have succeeded to appoint a wide range of judges from the private and public sectors with a wide range of knowledge, expertise, and skills. They are industry and thought leaders from across the regions who awarded the winners and runners-up solely based on excellence deserving of recognition in the export industry. They judged the nominations in the area of, firstly, export growth and sustainability. Secondly, sustainable competitive advantage. Thirdly, value and contribution to the export sector and intention for business expansion. Fourthly, innovation. Fifthly, commitment to international business. And lastly, key positive steps the business have taken towards sustainable trade. I can say with confidence that the process of selecting the winners and runners-up were informed and fair. I also strongly believe that events such as this will lead to African companies spearheading what I call irresistible offerings to the world, where we will strive for the value given to be substantially more than the price. Congratulations to the winners, runners-up, and all the other participants. Without all your efforts, we would not have been here today. The awards are bringing successful and potential winners together to learn from each other and together, through networking and collaboration, grow the economy of our region. I thank you.
Thank you very much. There's a dedicated person who will give the thanks, the vote of thanks. But before we start with the main program of awards, we ask Lindy Lee to give us one of her melodies. Thank you.
Non, je ne regrette rien, ni le bien qu'on m'a fait, ni les mal, tout ça m'est bien égal. Non, rien de rien. Non, je ne regrette rien, c'est payé. J'y allume le feu, mes chagrins m'apaisent. Je ne propose de balayer les amours avec leur trémolo, balayer pour toujours. Je repars zéro. Non, rien de rien. Non, je ne regrette rien, ni le bien qu'on m'a fait, ni les mains, tout ça m'est bien égal. Non, rien de rien. Non, je ne regrette rien, car ma vie, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much to Lindy. Another round of applause, please. We are reaching the main stage of tonight, the moment we've been waiting for, the awards presentation. I am going to call upon Mr. Malusi Mahlulo, who is the Senior Manager, International Relations and Cooperation in the Office of the Premier, to join us on stage to present the finalist award for the Trade Promotion Service Provider of the Year.
Good evening, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. As the MC announced, we have now reached the climax of what the evening is about. And it falls upon me to announce the second runner-up, that being South African Footwear and Leather Council, and the first runner-up being Lesotho National Development Corporation. Ladies and gentlemen, I now announce the winner of the Trade Promotion and Service Provider of the Year, and that goes to Westgrow. Let's congratulate Westgrow. Do we have someone from Westgrow to come and accept the award? I think they are participating virtually. Let's congratulate them warmly once again. Thank you for that acceptance video from Westgrow. We look forward to them participating in these awards once again next year. Their award is well deserved. I'm told that Lesotho National Development Corporation is in the audience. Can you get an indication if they are here? Would you please come to the stage to accept your award? Thank you.
Thank you.
Honorable Premier Mabuyane, Honorable MEC Mvoko, Honorable Acting Consul General Stevens, I really must apologize for not being able to be there physically to accept this award on behalf of Wesgro. But let me take this opportunity to thank the USAID, Southern African Trade and Investment Hub, as well as our hosts today, the Eastern Cape Development Corporation, for awarding Wesgro with this Export Promotion Service Provider Award. We really must also thank the USAID, Southern African Trade and Investment Hub, because our exporters have gained so much through the work we've been doing with you over the past few years. If it's not helping us through webinars or seminars regarding the opportunities that AGOA presents, it's helping us find ways to provide funding or give options of funding opportunities for our exporters in order to gain access into the US market. And on the back of that, we've been able to hopefully help in our little way to grow the economy and facilitate job creation in this part of the world. We also need to acknowledge some of our other partners who've assisted us greatly in achieving this, being the DTIC, the export councils, as well as some of the other sector bodies, as well as our other export promotion agencies such as TIKZN, as well as the Eastern Cape Development Corporation. We look forward to continuing this work, and we look forward to doing what we can in order to do our bit to reduce the joblessness in this country. Thank you very much, and have yourselves great deliberations. We wish we could be there. Thanks. Bye.
Congratulations to Wesgro. Really a job well done and a deserved award. We are going to proceed with our program, looking at the next category of award, the Capital Provider of the Year Award. This award will be presented by Ms. Xolelo Majiza, Senior General Manager, Economic Development and Agencies at Buffalo City Metro. Please join us.
The Honorable MEC, the Executive Mayor, ladies and gentlemen, let me greet you all. I will be presenting the Capital Provider of the Year. The second runner-up is Post Bank Lesotho. The first runner-up, African Trade Promotions. And then we get to the winner, which is Absa Corporation and Investment Bank. Let's all give them a round of applause. Do we have our winners here, Absa Bank? I don't think so. I think they've joined us virtually. Thank you.
Each step that she took, she saw something new. Each thing that she saw expanded her view. I want to make that. I will get it right. So Africa shines with the brightest of lights.
If you have the bravery to imagine, speak to the bank that will help you get things done. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA, Corporate and Investment Banking.
Can we then hear the acceptance speech from ABSA?
On behalf of ABSA, Corporate and Investment Bank, it is with great honor to accept the award for the Capital Provider of the Year 2021 in the Southern Africa Regional Exporters Awards. This recognition highlights our capabilities to facilitate trade, development, growth, and sustainability in the markets in which we operate. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the organizers of their awards, and I look forward to providing solutions that meet our clients' requirements in an ever-changing environment. Thank you.
Congratulations once again, Absa Bank. We hope to see you next year. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Kolelo Majiza, for presenting this category. Our next category is a Buyer of the Year Award, presented by Ms. Puseletso Magage. She is the Acting General Manager, Investment and Trade Promotion Unit at the Lesotho National Development Corporation. Please join us.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm honored to present the Buyer of the Year Award to the winner this evening. Our second runner-up. Thank you. Our second runner-up is Moringa Initiative Limited. Our first runner-up is Crouching Tiger Ventures. And our winner for the Buyer of the Year Award is African Dream Foods. I'm aware they are not here tonight, but let's give them a big round of applause once more. And congratulations, African Dream Foods, for winning this award. And we would like to hear from you, your acceptance speech.
Using all natural ingredients sourced directly from small farms in South Africa, our products are preservative-free, gluten-free, and 100% vegan. The Premier Collection spotlights regional chilies like the African ghost pepper, bird's eye chili, and a bold variety of African-grown habanero. Whether you're craving intense heat or something on the mild side, we make a sauce to elevate any meal into a new and exotic favorite.
Amazing. Thank you so much. We're so excited about this award. We want to thank Fynbos Fine Foods for being an incredible manufacturing partner and also helping us create these quality hot sauces and seasonings to share with the US market. It's so fulfilling to share these authentic African recipes and flavors that we all know and love with the US and to receive such a warm response from them. And supporting African wildlife conservation while we do it is just the cherry on top of our mission. And yeah, we just hope to continue growing and growing, and we wouldn't be able to do it without Fynbos Fine Foods or the great produce that South Africa has to offer. So very excited. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much once more, African Dream Foods. Your award as a buyer of the year is very well deserved. And we hope to see you again next year. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Makgakge. We are going to ask Lindy to come on stage, give us a rendition, and after that, we'll proceed with the presentation of the exporter of the award that will be presented by the Acting Consul General, U.S. Consulate General, Cape Town. Lindy, over to you.
You guys look like you need a little beat music. Hey, angels watching over me with a smile upon my face, 'cause I have made it through this far in an unforgiving place. Forgive me, but there's still so steep for a girl like me to climb. Yeah, I will knock those stars right down. I'll do it in my own time. I don't care. I'm halfway there. On the road that leads me straight to who knows where. I tell you what I have found. Then I'm no fool. I'm just upside down. Hey, ain't got no care. Ain't got no. I think I like living upside down. Come on. Watching people scurry by, rushing to and from. Oh, this world is such a local place. It's all about that go, go, go. Sometimes life can look a little bit differently. When you turn this world upside down, then you'll see I don't care, 'cause I'm halfway there. On a road that leads me straight to who knows where. I tell you what I have found. Then I'm no fool. I'm just upside down. Come on. Ain't got no care. Ain't got no rule. I think I like living upside down. Come on. And then you bring it up. But then you slow it down. Come on. I said slow, slow, slow. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa. I tell you what I have found. That I'm no fool. I'm just upside down. Ain't got no care. Ain't got no rules. I think I like living upside down. I tell you what I have found. That I'm no fool. I'm just upside down. Come on. Ain't got no care. Ain't got no rules. I think I like living upside down. I think I'm just gonna do another song. Is that okay? 'Cause I see some of you are moving. It's okay, I can see you, no one else can. They say, oh my God, I see you walking by. Take your hand, my dear, and place them both in mine. You know I was passing by. Now I beg to see you dance one more time. Ooh, I see you standing by. And oh my, I like your style. You make me wanna cry. And now I beg to see you dance one more time. Come on. Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh. ladies and gentlemen. You were great.
Thank you very much, Lindy. We will now call upon the Acting Consul General, U.S. Consulate General, Cape Town, Mr. Will Stevens, to come and present the Exporter of the Year Award. A round of applause to him as he walks up the stage.
Thank you, and thank you for not asking me to sing. Or maybe, yeah, you should be thanking yourselves for not asking me to sing. Thank you very much. I'm really honored to do this. I do have an envelope, and I'm just going to cut right to it. Did we show the video already with the finalists? Did I miss it? Nope. Okay, here we go. All right, and without further ado, the second runner-up is Technical Systems Pty Ltd. The first runner-up, Far East Textiles. And the overall winner, Regional Exporter of the Year, is Plastic Packaging Ltd. Excellent, thank you. I understand that our colleagues from Far East Technical Systems are here today, so come on up. Technical Systems Pty Ltd.
Hi everyone, it's such a privilege to be part of this awards ceremony, especially for a small company like us here in Namibia. Just some quickly a background about us. We are a company specializing in manufacturing of flexible films, but we also provide alternative packaging solutions to basically all the market segments here in Namibia. We also have a footprint in South Africa and in Angola. And we've recently invested in a pipe manufacturing plant, and we also do recycling, mechanical recycling of plastics. So for us, being here, it's quite a big privilege. Like I said, especially with the challenges that we are at, and we're having in a country like we operate with low economies of scale. That's definitely a challenge as well. Having plastic in your name and being in plastic presents itself as challenging, especially in the climate we operate in currently. So we had to think differently, how to create economies of scale and how to be a responsible manufacturer. Now I'm happy to say that after hard work of 2-3 years, we've managed to create economies of scale through the logistical chain and supply chain that we established through the South African and the Angolan market. And by that, we could get our factory to run.
Thank you very much. A round of applause. We understand that Far East Textiles are also here. So if you are here, please come on stage and take the award. Is Far East coming? Is Far East coming? Far East, Amadlelo, is not Far East. No, it would appear that they are not here. Apologies, Councillor. Again, another round of applause to the Export of the Year award winner, Plastic Packaging Pty Limited. Now we are we're advancing towards the end of our program. Lindy will give us just one rendition, preparing for the Executive Mayor of Buffalo City Metro, Councillor Xola Phakathi, who will come immediately as Lindy steps down from the podium. And then I'll come after the Executive Mayor. Please, Lindy, give us the rendition. Thank you.
Three little birds sat on my window, and they told me I don't need to worry. Summer came along like cinnamon so sweet. Little girls double dutch in the concrete. Maybe sometimes we got it wrong, but it's alright. The more they seem to change, the more they stay the same. Don't you hesitate, girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. You go ahead, let your hair down. Say if I am faded jeans, I hope you get your dreams. You go ahead, let your hair down. You're gonna find yourself somewhere, somehow. Blue as the sky, somber and lonely, sipping tea by the bar on the roadside. Don't you let them other boys fool you. Gotta love that Afro way I do. Maybe sometimes we got it wrong, but it's alright. Oh, the more we stay the same, oh, the more they seem to change. Don't you think it's strange? Girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. You go ahead, let your hair down. Say if I am faded chains, I hope you get your dreams. You go ahead, let your hair down. You're gonna find yourself somewhere, somehow, twice more than I can take. Pity for pity's sake, some nights kept me away. I thought that I was stronger. When you're gonna realize you don't even have to try any longer. Do what you want to, girl, put your records on. Show me your favorite song. You go ahead, let your head down. Say if I am faded. gonna find yourself somewhere, somehow. Ladies and gentlemen, one more song before I leave. I feel good. I wanna see it move. I knew that I would now. Oh, I feel good. Yeah, I knew that I would. So good, so good. I got you. Come on. Woo! I feel nice. Oh, like sugar and spice. Oh, I feel so nice. Yeah, like sugar and spice. So nice, so nice. I got you. Let's dance. Here we go. Woo! When I hold you in my arms, I knew we can do no harm. Hey! When I hold you in my arms, I knew we can do no harm. Yeah, I feel nice. Oh, like sugar and spice. Oh, I feel so damn nice. Yeah, like sugar and spice. So nice, so nice. I got you. Come on. Let's dance. Woo! When I hold you in my arms, I knew we can do no harm. When I hold you in my arms, I knew we can do no harm. Yeah, I feel nice. Oh, like sugar and spice. Oh, I feel nice. Yeah, like sugar and spice. So nice, so nice. I got you. One more time, ladies and gentlemen. I feel good. Oh, I knew that I would now. Come on. Oh, I feel good. Yeah, I knew that I would. Come on. So good, so good. I got you. Come on, I can hear you. Let's go. Yeah, so good, so good. I got you. One last time, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I feel good, so good. I got you. Now I want to see everybody go. Hey, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lindy Lee, and good night.
Thank you very much. Another round of applause to Lindy. We are now going to call upon the Executive Mayor of Buffalo City Metro, Councillor Xola Phakathi, to give a vote of thanks. Please welcome.
Program Director, Mr. Vianney Chachana, who is also the chairperson of the ECDC, the board and management, MEC for Economic Development, Environmental Affairs and Tourism, Honorable Mlungisi Mvogo, MMC for Economic Development and Agencies at Buffalo City, Honorable Councillor Makhata, Your Excellency, Acting Consul General of the US, Your Excellency Stevens, our distinguished guests from the SADC countries, including those who are joining us virtually. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to you all. I am absolutely honored and privileged to get the opportunity to thank you all for honoring this special occasion and for making it such a success. An event of this nature is very significant as it is at the core of transforming the lives of the people, not only of Buffalo City, but the entire Southern African region. It is a given that increased exports are an indicator of a healthy economic environment, and the foreign currency they bring into our country impacts positively on the economic growth. Through our Metro Growth and Development Strategy, we aim to create a productive city by attracting new investments into our city. We do this without neglecting the implementation of programs that are aimed at retaining the existing industrial base. Exporters are usually industrialists and business people located in our areas, and they are therefore employers in our municipalities, thus impacting positively on the fight against unemployment and poverty. As municipalities and government, we are always duty-bound to ensure that we ease the cost of doing business for them. This we must commit and do without fail. Ladies and gentlemen, you are in Buffalo City Metro Municipality, a city of coastal adventure and natural landscape. Allow me to reiterate instructive words from MEC Mvogo's invitation, which says to explore this beautiful province and the city that is hosting you today. I, on behalf of all partnering institutions from the 9 participating countries, convey deep regards and hearty thanks to USAID and USAID Trade Hub for entrusting the Eastern Cape Development Corporation with the coordination of these awards. Not only does this ceremony recognize the participating countries and companies, but it sends a strong message of support to the potential exporter that is watching and following these proceedings. The huge support of the Acting Consul General of the U.S. Embassy, South Africa, His Excellency Will Stevens, is highly appreciated. We recognize yours and your office's long-standing support in ensuring that our exporters are fully equipped with strategies on how best to enter the U.S. market and thrive in it. Our heartfelt gratitude is extended to the Department of Trade, Industry and Competition, the DTIC, together with the Department of International Relations and Cooperation, for their continued support to our exporters. This message of appreciation also goes to sister organizations performing the tasks of trade promotion and international relations in all the SADC countries represented here today. We also thank the Premier of the Eastern Cape and the MEC for giving full support to this event. I would like to thank all the honorable delegates who blessed us with their presence. I am especially thankful to all the panel judges who have diligently worked through the nominee submissions, making sure to deliver fair and well-informed decisions tonight. The organization that played a pivotal role in organizing and hosting of the Southern Africa Exporter Awards ceremony, we thank you. Thank you for making this event a successful one. An event of this dimension cannot happen overnight. The wheel starting rolling months ago in advance. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very motivated and diligent institutions. To the Eastern Cape Development Corporation and the organizing teams and service providers, we thank you for coordinating these awards on behalf of South Africa, Botswana, Mozambique, Namibia, Eswatini, Lesotho, Malawi, and Zambia. To the ECDC, I would like to say your zeal and unwavering commitment in turning the Eastern Cape into a vibrant economic province is paying off. Today, the Eastern Cape is hosting 8 Southern African countries, celebrating the Southern Africa regional exporting brands. Nangamso, I thank you.
A round of applause to the Executive Mayor. This draws our program to a close, and I will be missing the point if I don't thank the Executive Mayor for the words that he has shared with us, but most importantly, for ensuring that there is a city and a metro that is worthy of hosting events like this by enabling infrastructure, but also creating a safe environment. So we have to thank you, sir, for the work that you and your team are doing. I have 2 announcements to make, and perhaps one matter of emphasis. Those who know how the Auditor General audits, they will be familiar with the matter of emphasis. The matter of emphasis is with regards to the Exporter of the Year award, in terms of the first runner-up being technical systems, the second runner-up being Far East Textiles. So it would appear that there may have been a mix on this, so I got the signal that I need to put this as a matter of emphasis so that there is no ambiguity that technical system is the first runner-up. So we thought, CEO of ECDC, let's correct it on stage. The second announcement I want to make, the first announcement is to ask the leadership and dignitaries to afford us an opportunity to take photographs with them on my far right, next to that banner. Events like this, which are memorable, ought to remain with artifacts that generations to come will always remember the inaugural regional awards, where they were held, who was there, as we make history. So history must be documented so that generations to come can actually benefit. The second announcement would be that once the dignitaries have done the photo shoot, whilst they're doing the photo shoot, I would ask all of us to remain seated. Then they will move outside. There is an area where food shall be served. We all grab food and come back and sit back on our tables. At that time, music shall be played. After dinner, there is a networking session. We all know that trade happens when 2 people exchange things that they both need and they don't have in abundance. One has something, the other one has the thing that the other one doesn't have. But in an era of integrated economy, it moves from bilaterals to ecosystems of value. So the more we sit and engage and talk to each other, we'll actually be building a much more wider ecosystem for trade, strengthening exports and trade between the two, between Africa and the US. So photo shoot, then dinner is served, we come back and sit, listen to music. Then after that, we do a networking. From my side, I want to thank everyone, especially those people who are on the program, for making life a lot easier than I thought it would be. So when you have a program that's this tight, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, you would expect that as a program director, you may be facing headwinds. But today, it was, I only had tailwinds that actually pushed me to the finishing line on time. Thank you very much, and good night.